trying to figure out how best to do this. Hello. Hey, 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 we're live. Hey, 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 we're live. Hey, 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 we're live. How's it going? How you doing? What's up? What's going on? Internet? Hope you're doing well. Happy 420. Happy blessed days to you. Happy Monday. Happy rising. Happy evening. Whatever it is for you, at whatever time it is that you're watching this. Happy. I am JD, the House Witch. If you're an old friend, welcome back. If you're a new friend, welcome. I am JD, the House Witch. If you're over here from Instagram, welcome back, my friends. Welcome. Yo, so today, I don't know. I'm still getting organized. Oh my gosh. Alright, I hope the audio is working. Alright, sorry if you... Alright, hopefully you can't hear that. But I don't know, it's a vibe today. What's going on, you guys? How you doing? What's the word? What it is? What's up? Yo. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I have a sticky note over the live feed because I want to see how many people join in. If any. We'll see. But welcome. So today, we're going to do a little 420 reading. So I don't know. I've been wanting to come shuffle some cards live for you guys on YouTube for a minute now. And I'm just now kind of getting ready to do that. And I've been wanting to come and wanting to come on here and wanting to come on here. But just haven't been able to. There's been a lot going on. But now I'm here. Hello. Hi. How you doing? And I don't know. I got this inspiration today for this reading. Let's channel marijuana's cannabis. And I have two questions that I'm really curious about. I really want to know, how does cannabis want to be consumed? How does it want to be consumed? How and why? All right. And I have some other questions, and then we're going to get some channel messages, and then we're going to see what we got going on. We're just going to have a fun time today because I felt like pulling some cards today, and it's always the best. I'm using the Sacred Symbols Oracle. I don't know why, but we're getting quote to use this one. We have a tarot deck on the side just in case we need it. The audio seems like it's doing fine. I hope this chiz does not cut out. I've tried uploading some videos in the past and the audio is not bueno. But if you're here from Instagram, I've missed you. If you're here from TikToks or anywhere else, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for jumping on. I've missed pulling some cards for everyone. Long story short, I dropped my phone in the ocean. And I haven't been able to get a new phone, so I had to use my old phone, which is very outdated, and I can't post anything. It's been rough. But honestly, it's been hard to post. Let's just say that. It's just been hard to post. So let's see. Alright, so cannabis. We're tuning into you, honey. I don't know if you partake or not, but it's 420 today, it's the holiday, so we're feeling very spiritual today, very in the vibe, very in the moment. So let's see, so cannabis. Oh, well, first, thank you for being here. I want to thank everyone that's tuning in. Thank you for letting me borrow some of your energy to get this reading done. Thank you to our spiritual guides, healers, and protectors that are here with us now, our angels as well, that are circling us with a loving embrace and protection. So we may pull this card. We are channeling specifically to us, to the all oneness, the source energy of all, the OG, the Holy Spirit, and from Spirit we are sub-channeling cannabis. Honey, we got some questions. First off, we got some questions. You know our questions. We want to know how you want to be consumed, and what is it that you want us to learn from you. Those are my questions. But what do you want to tell us? Oh my gosh. So right off the jump, we got something fun. We got spiritual cleansing, gosh, and magic. So what I'm getting here is cannabis wants us to use it as an opportunity of spiritual cleansing. Spiritual cleansing. Now I'm really glad this came out because I'm sure a lot of you guys know about like native tobacco smoking traditions. Like basically you inhale the blessings, you exhale the BS. And that's kind of the purpose of like a smoking ritual, like all that. And the benefit of smoking is that you're taking a plant, you're taking something from the earth and putting intention into the plant, marinating it with intention, like exhale, like inhale blessings. And that in itself is magic. It's magic. So cannabis is saying that cannabis wants to be used in a way that's going to provide spiritual cleansing. Your spirit is a... Hold on, all right, now a lot is coming in fast. Hold on. By the way, get some snacks, get a bevy. I got some popcorn and some brownies. hey, hey, hey. Hold on, I'm music in the background. So, sorry if I seem a little distracted. But hey, it's a vibe. We're vibing out today. 100. Okay. Also kind of playing with this here. So we're going to be a test dummy today. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to... It's fine. Okay, alright. We've been rearranging this room so many times, man. Oh my gosh. Long story short, we just moved like a month ago again. In the last 2 years, I've moved maybe like 10 times. I'm not even shitting. But I've been staying faithful and praying and working with the tarot deck and working with my guides and my ancestors and the Holy Spirit, and I've been delivered to safer shores. Amen. All right. So this is great. So magic and spiritual cleansing. So your spirit is created. It's a culmination of your actions, of your decisions, of your thought patterns, of your emotional behaviors, of your emotional outbursts, and your decisions among and within all that. Okay, so that creates your spirit or your aura. So if we want to cleanse that part of us, it's really easy, but we have to go specifically after our thoughts and our emotions. So when we're inhaling, maybe we let's say we're focusing in on being more positive. Excuse me, confirmation. Maybe we're focusing on being positive. So we would inhale positive intentions and exhale everything to the contrary. Inhale positive thoughts, exhale everything to the contrary. Inhale positive perspectives, exhale everything to the contrary. Inhale optimism, exhale everything to the contrary. combination of earthly elements and a decision or like an intention like this, that can be classified as magic. It's specifically using the earth for a personal goal that allows personal development and personal growth. That's what, yeah. so, so I hope that helps. So that's like a positive or negative thought pattern. If we're going after some emotions, maybe uh, inhale and let's go after jealousy specifically, because that's just not nice. Jealousy can be nice. It can be a cool indicator of things that you want for your own life. Where it gets toxic is where it gets converted into envy, and that means that you want whatever blessing someone else has, you don't want them to have it at all because you don't have it. Not necessarily meaning that you want it yourself as well, but you are so fixated on the fact that you don't have it that you don't want the other person that inspired you about it to have it as well. That's envy. But jealousy can be pretty useful because it could give us good indication to what we want and what we're inspired by and what we're I see what this is what we're wanting to manifest in our own lives. So it could be a very valuable tool. So if we're maybe smoking out some less desired emotions, maybe you got to replace it with something. That's probably what I'm trying to get at here. So for exhaling jealousy with our, we just hit a bong rip, and we're inhaling optimism, joy, positivity. We're exhaling jealousy, negativity, pessimism. You understand? So there has to be some sort of exchange that has to be conscious. And the cool thing about something like a drug, like marijuana, is if you put that intention in your puff, in your hit, in the smoke, the drug kind of carries you through that intention, and it kind of brings it about for you without it brings it about for you. The part what I'm probably thinking is that we want to continue that momentum once we sober up. We want to consciously make the decision of exhaling the BS and inhaling the blessing and moving from a point of blessing once we're sober. Like the high is just a gift from the plant that allows us to see what is possible for at least a moment, because it really, really envelops us in whatever it is that we're smoking. Like if we're smoking a good intention, it really, really throws us in that good intention. Remember that it's something natural. It's a nature spirit. So just like you can talk to the ocean, you can talk to the moon, you can talk to a squirrel, your dog. Marijuana is a nature spirit that you can talk to. And it's such a cool spirit that it will work with you and play with you. And let your imagination have some fun. Right on. What else do I want to talk to you? Alright. Transmute and grounded. Transmute and grounded. So with transmute, the image here, we got a little snake here. And if you know a little bit about symbolism, I'm sure you know that snakes represent evolution and transmuting and transformation, because to grow, snakes go through that whole process of shedding an entire layer of their skin. Oh my gosh, I got some sort of feelings about snakes. I'm not gonna lie, they're very cool. And you kind of have to lean into that serpentine energy if you're channeling like your kundalini energy, or if you're working to repair that, or if you're just looking for more flow in your life. You kind of have to tap into that serpentine reptilian energy a little bit, because it brings you to earth. Um, But how cannabis wants to be used is as an opportunity to shed our skin, to kind of cross the veil and, just let loose in a way that gives us new perspective, new grounding in life. I don't know about you, but I always have a really fun time when I'm stoned. And I do find new levels of ground to be grounded from and to move from, which is why I love it so much. Oh my gosh. I've had my journey with it, as I'm sure all of you have, or most of you have, or, all of you that are able to enjoy and partake in this holy sacrament have probably gone through your share of just, ups and downs with this medicine. And I always want to, quit cold turkey, and I go on my cleanses, but something about it is just it brings me back. It's because of this, because I feel like I'm able to find new opportunities where I'm able to reground in something stable. I can have such an experience that's so ethereal, so unstable, so un-3D, so untangible, and from that experience find new grounding, like a new perspective, like new optimism, new appreciation, new gratitude, new creativity, new inspirations of fun and joy, and all that good stuff. The reason why I keep going back to this medicine is because I, upon reflection, grow and transmute myself. Hopefully that means I'm doing it right, I guess. But yes, the plant is supposed to provide relief for our spiritual body, for our thought patterns, for our emotional patterns, for our decisions and our behaviors, and straight up our body, because it's a nature spirit, it's a physical being, so it will relax the physical part and bring about new perspective and new life. Like I'm saying, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Honey, what else you got for us? Let's see. Getting to the shift a little bit. Shift. I'm being asked to shift the conversation right now and shift the perspective. So marijuana isn't a drug. It's not something, and this is being straight channeled, all right? It's not a drug. The reason why people use it as a drug is because you think of it as a drug. But if you think of it as a medicine and something to provide relief and transformation, then it will be such. It will be thus. It will be as thus. Whether you say you can or you cannot, you are right. I definitely, hold on. All right, I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say thank you, marijuana spirit, cannabis spirit, source, and Holy Spirit. Thank you, because I get so, I would say, guilty. I feel so ashamed after just wanting to smoke or even wanting to smoke, because I think no, you should be sober. But I'm just no, but I want to be high. But then all I want to do is take a nap and eat brownies all day and popcorn. But no, we got an empire to build and things to create and things to accomplish. Hold on, there's something there. What I'm getting is you can make the marijuana's work for you. You don't have to be a couch potato. You don't have to be a loser stuck in his mom's basement. You don't have to be just a stone couch potato. You can be that successful stoned billionaire who had his cake and did it too. Marijuana is that type of bridge between possibilities and the realms because it crosses the ethereal and the physical in such a unique way that is fun and light. That because of those attributes within itself, it allows for more creation. It allows for more expansion. So marijuana's can be your lucky antidote. It can be that. It can. It can. You can accomplish everything you want under the influence of cannabis. Is what I'm getting, and what I feel, and what I was arguing this whole time. Stormy. All right, I was feeling this, but it comes with a strong level of reverent responsibility. On par with the kind of reverence that a gardener feels when he goes to trim his roses because they're in bloom and he has to start cutting them down. Otherwise, the next season, the roses won't bloom as beautifully and as big. There was a point where I was feeling like, yo, like, hey, cannabis, hey, God, I really am finding a lot of relief from this plant. It's providing me a lot of help and support and growth. But I want to smoke all the time. Well, when is it appropriate for me to smoke? When is it best? When should I? And when should I not? And the answer I got was when the moment demands, needs fun. Pure, just unquestionable fun. And you'll be surprised what kind of moments need genuine fun. So if you are trying to maybe cut back, or maybe quit, or, uh, walk towards a stronger path of sobriety, a step that could help you is letting go of all of the self-deprecating expectations. So the guilt, the shame, all that. Drop all that. You don't need any of that nonsense. Drop that and replace that by picking up optimism, hope, faith, creativity, luck, transformation. Because in those types of states of being, from those points of view, in being in that state of mind, with the combination of the plant, anything can be created. Anything fun can be created. If you want it to be sustainable and long lasting, you must be intentional. You must proceed with caution when it comes to this plant because of the extremities of its attributes. Its attributes being its calming effects, its fun inviting, fun creating energy. But anything's possible, right? Growth. When you're lighting or when you're inhaling, that's the moment to be clear on why you're taking that hit, why you're enjoying this plant. Infuse the smoke with a clear intention. Like, hey, let's grow in a fun way. Hey, let's have fun. Hey, let's find some gratitude. Hey, let's think more optimistically. Hey, let's think more positively. Because I don't know if you ever, you might be, you might have said at some point, like, oh my gosh, whenever I smoke, I get so anxious. Oh my gosh, I get so overthinky. I get so depressed. And the times where I myself have said that, it's when I take a hit because I am trying to avoid something. I'm trying to smoke away something. I'm trying to prolong something. I'm trying to forget about something, as opposed to creating some spiritual growth, as opposed to creating some spiritual cleansing. And when I do enjoy with some more spiritual cleansing in mind, it's just so much more fun. It's just so much more light, and like my comebacks are faster, and the high's just better. Past life. This has been an ancient tradition. It's been part of many cultures over the world and over throughout the universe for a reason. And right now, it's being demonized so strongly for a reason, because it does provide those opportunities of spiritual growth. And the media's fixation on its negative effects and its negative outcomes, and just just not creating lazy habits and just those less desirable traits. That hype is meant to distract us from the genuine possibility, the more light and divine possibility of this plant. You understand? Oh gosh, all right, cool. Oh my gosh, I love marijuana. All right. What else, baby? What else, marijuana? Safe to travel. Safe to travel. You're safe to consume. You're safe to enjoy. Cannabis is a safe product. Safe product. Safe plant. Safe medicine to consume with reverence. Trust. You're safe to proceed. You're safe to smoke when you trust your intention for smoking. If you're asking yourself, why am I smoking right now? Or like, am I doing this just because I want to get high or just because I want to get stoned? Probably shouldn't smoke then. If you're saying, oh my gosh, I can't wait to take this hit because it's going to be so delicious, at the very least that, you're safe to proceed. At the very least that. But what the spirits are asking us to do is to be more intentional about our spiritual healing and cleansing when it comes to our cannabis consumption. Because hey, if you're here, we are looking to raise the vibration of the planet and bring us into, the new world, and hopefully survive Armageddon. We got 7 years. Everybody hide. I'm just kidding. Just smoke. Right on. Divine marijuana's A way to enjoy Murmajima is by tapping into your feminine energy. Tap into the alchemist within you. Tap into the sorcerer within you when you're enjoying your cannabis. Even if you don't like really know or identify as like a witchy person or like as a sorcerer or as like a spiritual figure, tap into that divine feminine, that witchy part of you, the one that knows the truth about herbalisms and crystals and the stars, and knows the truth about your own essence, that you're a divine being. Tap into that side. Tap into that side because it's easier to enjoy from that side, because you receive transformation. Is that right? You receive transformation. I guess so, huh? Because when it's your time to transform in a thing, you decide to either yes, transform with it, or you decide no, kill it, or go the other way. But you are the talisman. You are the healer. You are the medicine, not just the plant. It's you. You are the key. You are the solution. It's not the plant. It's what the plant has allowed you to feel or think, but you yourself have the capability of thinking and feeling those perspectives and outcomes and possibilities on your own without the plant. The plant just allows you a time and a space to free the resistance within you, to allow those lighter thoughts to float in. And it's just more immediate, more obvious when we're stoned. Because of the relief aspect, the relief that it provides our nervous system, our body, so that tension, that things like the jealousy, like the negativity, like the guilt, like the shame, all that just lets go for a moment. But if you consciously let that go without the plan, you bring about that relief that you're looking for from the plan. Because you are a human being and you are God on earth and you can create anything. Anything is possible. So the outcomes that this 3D plant provides can be created by your ethereal and 3D mind. So it's kind of like that thing, the chicken or the egg. Which came first? I'm thinking like a similar comparison with us and the plant. Which is more wise, us or the plant? Try that one on for size. Oh my Jesus. What else, honey? This is so fun. Oh my gosh. This is a really fun conversation. Veiled. So yeah, the veil comes up. Alright, so us as human beings, we are beings that are growth, that are expansion, that are light that's ever going on. That's a human being. In this 3D world, there's a blanket put over our perspective, our perception. Some call it the matrix, you can call it the web, you can call it the veil, but there is a divider between this dimension and everything else. And we have the capability of seeing all dimensions, of being within all dimensions all at once, from learning perspectives from all dimensions, traveling in between them, existing in one and not the other. It's all possible. And marijuana is a pretty cool medicine because it gives us an opportunity to take a step back from ourselves and from the veil and observe that there is a veil and see it float away. Kind of consciously, kind of unconsciously, because we have assistance from the plant. But I'm telling you guys, consciously being aware of all this and consciously making the decision to enjoy the high without being high will give us the same result. I'm like, yo, but I'm still trying to like. So let's go back to that veil. So that's what marijuana does for us, like on the larger scale. And then when it comes to us, like our temple, it lifts the veil of the 3D impositions, the matrix impositions, like work, like school, like responsibility and all this crap. No. Let's not say responsibility is crap. Let's say the rat race. All that. The rat race, the matrix, all that. The veil that imposes on us is, work and, the rat race. And the plant, the medicine allows us to take a look at that and not disregard it. I don't know about you, but every time I'm thinking about work or like about life when I'm stoned, I'm thinking about it a lot more optimistically and a lot lighter. So the plant gives us an opportunity to focus on the better feeling aspects of our unfolding experience that is fun and euphoric and in a way unconscious, but completely conscious because we're the ones deciding to take the plant, to take the medicine, and to have that experience. And maybe we're not doing it with the intention because we know that our veil is being lifted up and we're going to see what we're truly thinking and feeling, but we know some sort of spiritual transformation is going to happen from getting stoned. And depending on our intention, that spiritual awakening or that spiritual experience will be either very dense or very, very light. So that's why we're all agreeing here. We're all coming to consensus. We're going to be smoking with intention of inhaling blessings and exhaling the bullshit. Minimum. And actually, no, minimum was to enjoy what we're about to taste. You know what I'm saying? That's minimum. I don't know where you're at, but I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. How are you enjoying your 420? What do you like? How do you enjoy your cannabis? I enjoy any way you want to serve it, honey. Will we get in trouble with on YouTube's? I'm over 21. All right. Any last messages from the cannabis plant or the Holy Spirit? All are welcome. Any questions, comments, concerns, or emotional outbursts that you want us to address with you? You can call upon spiritual protection from Gaia with cannabis. Because cannabis is a natural plant. It has a direct frequency, a direct cable, if you will, a direct line, a direct a direct hardwire tap in to Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. And Mother Earth can provide us protection here in the 3D if we ask. So maybe you want to put that in some of your intention. You're inhaling Gaia's protection. First ask. It usually always yes, but you got to be courteous and respectful. You wouldn't just walk into someone's house and demand their brownies or muffins or their milk. So don't don't smoke some, don't hit something, and then expect Mother Gaia to protect you just because you're inhaling protection and exhaling non-protection. Ask Mother Gaia, will you protect me here, now, and from now on? Thank you. I am taking this hit in reverent gratitude of your protection. I inhale protection from Mother Gaia. Try that on. Whenever you're talking to the spirits, be very specific with times and places. So, Mother Gaia, please protect me. So that's what I want. I want you to protect me now and from now on, here and now, always and always. So that gives the parameters. Because if you say, Mother Gaia, protect me, please, okay, is what Mother Gaia will say. And then she'll look up into the clouds, she'll look up into the sky and just enjoy the night sky. And you're going to be standing there like, Mother Gaia, I asked you to protect me. And she's going to look at you and be like, now? And you're going to be like, yes, please, right now. Like, oh, now. Okay, now. I should have said that. So be specific when you're talking to the spirits, okay? No matter what spirit it is, be specific, be light, be respectful, be loving, kind. Loving kindness is very, very important. Loving is wanting the best for the rest of creation and being at your own expense. And kindness is remembering that you are human and the person that you are connecting with is also human. You're both alive. You're both beings, which also means that you're both gods, that you're both divine beings. So being kind to one another is talking to each other and behaving towards each other in a way that reminds each other that you are both divine beings. That's kindness. So being loving, kind, combine that both, and you can cure the world with that. You can fix your whole life with that. You can fix a lot of crud with just that. Maybe that could be part of your smoking ritual today. If you're going to celebrate this beautiful holiday, maybe you can inhale, some of that lighter perspective. Right. Karmic path. And power. The reason why you enjoy marijuana so much is because you do genuinely get a chance to reconnect with yourself in a way that allows you to restart in a lot of ways. And the more intentional you are with your intaking and partaking, the more in control you'll feel during the high and after the high. You'll have full clarity, full understanding of why you did what you did and how you enjoyed it and why you enjoyed it and why it was good for you. What I'm getting right now is we're being asked to simply enjoy and have fun and do that with purpose. It's not a Drake was wrong. when he said he's not here for a long time, he's here for a good time. We're here for a long time. We're here for a long time, guys. Maybe to God, to the gods, the time that we're here on earth is very short, but we're here for a long time. Because if we're on earth or in the ethers, we're eternal beings and we're here for a long time. So why not make all the parties that we go to good? Why not have good intentions at all the sessions that we partake in and enjoy? And just enjoy. Because what if we have so much enjoyment that we create a life that we are just enjoying ourselves and that we just enjoy? What if we have to enjoy ourselves to enjoyment? What if we can't get to enjoyment from ridicule, from depression, from anxiety, from hate, from anger, jealousy, sadness? I'm not saying that those are unimportant to do your spiritual healing on, but what if it's not? What if it's not what you want? What if you don't want to live a depressed life? What if you don't want to live anxious? What if you don't want to be mad and sad and angry? What if you want to enjoy? What if you want to be happy? You have to be happy on your way to happy. You have to be joyful and enjoying on your way to enjoyment. You can't get from sad to enjoyment. It's too big of a jump. Maybe you could take sad to anger, to maybe frustration, to maybe inspiration, to maybe motivation, to clarity, to progress, to growth, to joy. That you can do. Confirmation. I got confirmation out here. Mary Jane. All right, my loves. All right. So I'm feeling that in this reading there has been some growth and transformation, and we are all leaving with a new perspective on our cannabis consumption. Hopefully, a lighter perspective than what we came in with. Hopefully, a lot higher forming, higher vibing. Yeah, and I'm getting some confirmation on that. So we got release and water. So looks like there's been a lot of emotional uh, relief. And I'm glad to hear that. I just wanted confirmation. Also, when you like fart or burp or sneeze, whatever you're thinking about, it's usually, for me and for other spiritual practitioners I've noticed, it usually means yes. It's a straight up confirmation or no. But usually yes, and you always know the difference. And bear with me for a second. You might think like, why would that be confirmation? If you can agree that everything is connected, if you can agree that the universe is registering your thoughts, your feelings, your decisions, your behaviors, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Okay. Then could it not be possible that a burp is confirmation from that entity confirming that yes, you're right, thinking about whatever you're thinking? Because whenever you burp or pass gas, your body is so nourished. It has an excess of vitamins, minerals, and materials that it has no other alternative but to create gas. When you sneeze, your lungs are working so properly that it is expelling any sort of debris, dust, detritus, just any extra crud in our lungs. So it's a proper body function. So what if when we are at an aha moment that even like the God above, the all being source registers that as correct. What if he sends in our body full vitamin nutrients confirmation? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Something there. Try that out for size. All right. Any closing messages? Yes. We got this one. Courage. Courage. Do not find courage in the plant. Find courage in the lessons that you learned. Kind of going on what we were saying earlier, that you are the talisman, that you are the high, you are the medicine, you are the plant. Don't give all your power to something else that's outside of you. Don't give all your power, don't give all the credit to just the plant, because it's you as well. Because it's your mind that's creating the images, that's creating the euphoric feeling. It's your body that's creating that feeling. So find the courage in what you learned from that relief. Like, oh wow, like I feel so relieved about the situation. Wow, I'm feeling a little lighter about this situation, about this subject. How relieving to have this new clarity. I learned XYZ. I'm so thankful about learning XYZ. I'm going to incorporate XYZ in a better way. I'm going to do my best to pray on XYZ, meditate on XYZ, practice XYZ, strengthen, work out XYZ. That's what we're being asked to shift our perspective to. Now, oh my gosh, that strand was amazing. That high was the best. Like, maybe take that a little further. Take the needle and push it a little further. Like, oh my gosh, that strand was amazing. And I learned XYZ, and now I am inspired to ABC. And 1, 2, 3, you know me. A. Baby, you and me, girl. Boo-doo-doo. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Don't rain me. ABC. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. Uh, uh. Here we go now. All right, my loves, thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. This was a fun subject. Happy holidays again. Have fun and be safe. I love you. Be safe. Have fun. Bye.